It's the early 1900s. You're standing in the middle of a small town. Fog rolls in from the nearby mountain, obscuring the buildings around you. All is silent except for the wind blowing through the empty streets. And that's when you hear it, the sound of footsteps behind you. You turn around, but there's no one there. Maybe you should leave. After all, you've heard stories about this place. They call it the village with no return. Welcome to this place. Today, we're heading to the United States and exploring the chilling legend of the town of Black Hollow. Before we start, take a second to like this video and subscribe for more scary stories. Let's jump in. Black Hollow, now known as the Ghost Town, sits deep in the mountains of California. Back in the late 1800s, this place was bustling. Gold had been discovered nearby, and hundreds of miners rushed to the area, quickly establishing a town and naming it Black Hollow. This settlement was located along a major route for freight traffic between Nevada and California, making it an important stop for travelers. A stagecoach would bring in supplies and people several times a week, and there was even talk of constructing a rail line to the town. But everything changed in the early 1900s. Miners started to run into strange problems. First, they experienced weird occurrences, like hearing strange noises at night, seeing shadowy figures running through the forest, and stumbling upon unexplainable markings that appeared overnight. But then things took a darker turn. People began disappearing. At first, it was just one person. He was an old prospector named John Lack. He went missing after venturing too far into the mountains to search for gold. Despite organizing multiple search parties, the men of Black Hollow never recovered his body, and some even started to suspect that the surrounding woods were cursed. However, everyone pushed those beliefs aside, at least for a while, until 2 more people disappeared. And then 2 more, and then 5. Between 1910 and 1920, almost half of Black Hollow's population simply vanished. All that was left behind were their belongings sitting outside their homes, as if they had just stepped out for a moment and never returned. With the town practically being torn apart by fear, many residents packed up and left, never to return. Those who stayed behind, though, claimed that a dark presence lingered over the village, trapping the souls of the missing and beckoning new victims to join them. Over the years, visitors to Black Hollow have reported similar unsettling experiences. Some have felt the presence of dread upon entering the town. Others have heard whispering voices coming from seemingly nowhere. And still, some have even captured images of strange figures darting through the trees or standing at the edge of their vision. One such visitor was author William Ceratops. While walking through the deserted streets, he turned to leave the town only to find himself back where he started. He described it as if the town had no exits, and as if something invisible were pushing him back to the center. Years later, 4 teenagers decided to spend the night in Black Hollow. Their intention was to collect enough evidence to prove the town's haunting. But they got more than they bargained for. According to their story, they explored the abandoned houses, finding nothing but eerie silence and lingering shadows. But as the night wore on, strange things began to happen. First, their equipment started malfunctioning. Then they began hearing whispers and footsteps, following them through the dark. Finally, when they reached the old schoolhouse to spend the night, they witnessed a ghost, a woman in a long white dress who glided down the stairs and vanished before their eyes. These encounters might seem like tall tales, but they've become part of Black Hollow's chilling reputation. So what's really going on here? Some believe the hauntings are connected to the mining that took place near the town. As the miners delved deeper into the earth, they disturbed ancient spirits that had rested undisturbed for centuries. Others believe the town sits on a portal to another dimension, a gateway that sucks unsuspecting visitors into another realm and traps their souls there forever. Of course, not everyone believes these theories. Skeptics argue that the supposed hauntings can be explained by harsh weather conditions and the psychological effects of exploring an abandoned town. They point to the lack of physical evidence for paranormal activity, claiming that the stories are merely a product of overactive imaginations and a desire for a good scare. But one thing is certain: Black Hollow remains abandoned to this day. It serves as a haunting reminder of the strange occurrences that befell the town and the many souls that vanished without a trace. Are you intrigued by the mysteries of Black Hollow, or do you have your own theories about the strange events that unfolded there? Share your thoughts below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to stay tuned for more chilling tales. Until next time, remember, some places are best left unexplored. Thanks for watching.